Good day, gentlemen. I've been with my girl for over 5.5 years and we've built a fantastic relationship together. But at the start of our relationship, and honestly over the first few years of our relationship, my pretty high levels of ambition caused us quite a lot of struggle. And after over half a decade of trial and error and reading countless books on relationships, we have now overcome this. And we have gotten to a point where my ambition, my goals, my missions in life, and my relationship not only support each other, but supercharge each other. I would make less progress in my business and less progress in my relationship if I didn't have the other two, right? The other one. And not just that, but I've also helped a bunch of my private mentorship clients achieve the exact same with their relationships and their goals. And I want to give you 5 unconventional lessons in this video that no marriage counselor or therapist will ever tell you because, quite frankly, they don't even know this shit. Now, this is not a topic to underestimate. This was one of the biggest struggles in our relationship since the start. Because, well, since I started my first business in 2019, I worked 60 to 70 hours per week, pretty much every week. I haven't taken a vacation in the last 2 years. I've taken like 10 days of vacation in the last 2 years. And I'm not saying that to brag. I'm just saying that to show you the situation that I'm in, right? I don't think you should brag with working hard. I think that should be a standard, to be honest. But anyway, the thing is, she told me countless times, you spend too little time for me, you don't have time for me, you don't have this. And I, countless times, didn't know how to deal with this. And I told her from the start of our relationship that my work, my goals in life are my priority. And she accepted that. The thing is, I thankfully never had to choose and now don't have to choose between relationship and goals. And I'm very, very grateful for that, to be honest with you. It would make my life very difficult if I had to choose between the two. And I want to tell you how I got here. Point number 1 is that spending more time together will not fix the issue because it's not the root problem. Because if you spend more time with her, what does really happen, right? If you spend more time with her now, you just spend more time with her where you're not present, where you're not really there because you're thinking about your work or you're thinking about your goals, whatever it might be. You're thinking about the work that you haven't done already today, right? And the thing is this. She's not actually asking for more time. She will resent you when you give her more time because you will not be there fully. You will not be present. And you will resent her because, well, she's holding you back from doing the work that you know you should be doing. And you resent yourself because you've given in to her, right? The thing is this, brother. The thing is this. What she wants, what she's asking for is not time. It's presence. It's you being there, not just physically, but mentally and emotionally as well. And by the way, I can promise you, if you do spend more time with her, and you're not present in that time, what will happen is she will continue asking for more time. Because again, she's not asking for time. And so you spend more time with her, then she continues asking for more time, then you resent her, right? And then you don't want to spend time with her, and then the whole thing goes completely into a downward spiral. It's the same thing as with working a lot. When I started my first business, I threw myself into 80 hours of work right away without having a system for it, without being prepared for it. And what happened is pretty quickly, I only had energy for the low leverage tasks. Just like you only really have energy when you spend so much time with your girl to be like half there, but not fully present with her, not fully feeling into her, not fully just being able to handle her, being able to love her, right? And the same thing happened in my business, where I was only able to do the low leverage tasks. And then, well, quite frankly, I didn't make any progress. And then I worked even more. And that went on to the point where in 2021, I burned out. And I had to learn how to recover from that. And that wasn't easy at all. The same thing can happen in your relationship. And one of the things that I did is I realized this for myself. I learned this for myself. And then I almost held a speech for her when we were driving in the car one day. And I told her, hey, I'm going all in on business and I'm going to focus on the high leverage tasks. I'm going to be fully present with my work when I'm working. And I'm also going to be fully present with you when I'm with you. And this will take a little time for me to adjust, but I will do this. And I did it. And I want you to not take your feeling tired or something, to take that as an excuse. Because many men then say, oh yeah, good, then I don't need to work on my business, or I don't need to spend time with my girl. You need time alone, 100%. You need time alone away from your work and away from your girl, 100%. But don't take this as an excuse to not actually do the work and to not be with her. Just because you're lazy. Don't do that. Point number 2 about why she's holding you back in life and what you can do about it is realizing that she can't trust you if you don't have clear direction and courage. Clear direction to know what you should be doing in life, to know the decisions you should be making, and the courage to make those decisions. She can't trust your direction if you're lost, if you don't even trust yourself. If you're lost in your life right now, that means you don't really trust yourself. You don't really trust yourself to make the right decisions. And she can't trust you either. When I worked 80 hours a week, right, a couple of years ago, well, to be honest with you, I felt quite lost. I didn't really know what to do. And of course, she couldn't trust me in that scenario. And she continued asking for more time and more time and more this and more that. Just like, by the way, my business continued asking for more time and more time and more time. The honest truth is, you know what you should really be doing with your life right now. Or you know that what you're currently doing isn't what you should actually be doing. There's this great saying by the spiritual teacher David Deida. He also talks about a lot about feminine and masculine energy, right? Not female, male gender roles, but feminine, masculine, sexual energy. And one of the things that he says is, if you're a masculine person and you want to have some purpose in your life, well, you either know your purpose or your purpose is to find your purpose. Meaning you can't really not have a purpose. That doesn't exist. If you're lost, well, then your purpose is to not be lost anymore. And the thing is, she can't trust your direction. She can't trust your decision to spend less time with her or something like that, or to only spend time with her at certain times in the week because you're lost and because she can feel that you're lost. And she will also never be able to open to you physically, mentally, emotionally, sexually, fully, because you're not trustworthy. Because she can see, hey, he kind of has this feeling in the back of his head that what he's doing is not actually what his calling or his purpose might be, right? He's kind of lying to himself. So he's probably also lying to me, right? And the thing is, please don't be that coward that I was a couple of years ago, where you just continue lying to yourself about having this, and you know what, this will go away. I'll just continue working on this and this and this and this. Please don't be that coward. Please step up to the plate and actually do the thing with your life that you should be doing, that you know you should be doing. Please have that courage. It will help your relationship massively. There's few things that you can do that will change your relationship more for the better than actually following what you know you should be doing with your life. Because then she can fully trust you. Then she can see, oh, he's actually someone who makes the hard decisions because he knows they're right. He doesn't make the easy decision, he makes the right decision. That's what she wants. Then she can trust you. Because let's be honest, man, you've experienced this where she is too stressed or too tired to have sex with you. She doesn't want to open to you sexually, quite frankly. Why is she so tired or so stressed? Well, because she has to do everything herself. She has to find direction in life because you're not doing it. Because you are, sorry, but you are that coward. So if you want to have her feel relaxed and be able to open to you and not feel tired because she has to do all the work, and do that work yourself. You know what to do. And this might not speak to everyone here, but I know it speaks to a lot of men. Just do what you know you should be doing. Do it for yourself. Do it for her. Do it for your children or future children. You know what to do. Point number 3 is that you need to learn. My chair's falling over. You need to learn, fucking hell, you need to learn how to handle her intensity of emotions. Because often her wild and unpredictable storms of emotions, they throw you off for days, right? They throw you off course for days. You don't really know how to handle them. You can't fall asleep, you're distracted at your work. And not just that, but it also sometimes makes you lose hope that you are able or that you will be able to build a relationship with her that you actually want to build with her. The thing is, there's two types of men who react differently to her emotional storms. One man is like, oh, you know what, you're throwing a tantrum right now, I'll go for a walk or I'll play video games until you calm down, until you're acting rational again, right? That's not who we want to be. We want to be the kind of man who stands there, just unreactive, just looks at her and smiles at her and stays with her intensity and is able to handle her intensity with presence, with love, with peace, with full focus, without getting annoyed, without throwing a tantrum himself. Because then she can trust you. Because then she can see, oh, this is how he reacts to the challenges of the world. If he reacts like this to the challenges of me, oh, I'll play video games, leave me alone, then he's going to react to the challenges of the world like that as well. Oh, I got laid off at my job, I'll just play video games, it'll figure itself out. That's not who you want to be, man. She can't trust you like that. And she will, again, continue holding you back like this. And of course, there might be a point where you realize, hey, I don't think I can handle her intensity. It's just too intense for me, or it triggers some trauma in me that I am not able to work through, which is not true, but you get the point, right? You're not able to handle her intensity, or you're not willing to handle her intensity. If that's the case, then please don't do both yourself and her a disservice and just break up with her. Because if you stay with her, you're doing, like I said, her and yourself a disservice. Because you're holding her back from having a man that can handle her intensity, and you're holding yourself back from having a woman that you can handle. But before you do this, please try everything in your power. If you want to be with this woman, try everything in your power to be that rock in the current, right? The rock in the ocean. The feminine is often described as an ocean, vast, beautiful, radiant, elegant, but also destructive and chaotic and powerful. And then the masculine, the mature masculine, is often described as that rock in the current, right? The rock in the ocean. Steady in love and life, imperturbable, not reactive, just giving love, staying there, being present, being humorous, which that's a bit, rock, maybe not. But also there's this metaphor, this analogy of the confident, like the old sailor, right? Long white beard, confident sailor, has done 1,000 sailing trips, and he's able to maneuver through that emotional storm that the ocean gives him. Become that person first before even thinking about, oh, can I handle her intensity, can I not? Because most likely you've not actually tried. Let's be honest here. Now, point number 4 is extremely important, but before I say this, I just want to say, if you enjoyed this video so far, you will love our free high-level lovers community, because this community is full of hard-working men who all support each other, including me. I support every single one in there to build that more deep, more fulfilling, more secure, more passionate relationship with our women. That's the only goal we have in this community. So if you're interested, click the link in the description, sign up right now. Point number 4 is the fear of outgrowing her. This is a realistic fear for many men, including you most likely. You have this fear that, oh, you know what, if I continue growing, if I continue watching these videos, continue working out, continue doing all the personal development stuff, I'll outgrow her. She will not want to stay with me on this path. She will not want to grow. Well, let me ask you this, who doesn't want to grow? Who wants to stay unhappy or unfulfilled or unsatisfied? I don't know anyone. You don't either. People want to change. People want to improve. It's an innate instinct almost that we have to improve, right? Evolution at the end of the day makes us improve. And this is built into us at a very deep level. But the thing is, she needs a different path to growth than you do. And I'll explain this right here. What you need to understand here is the masculine grows by challenge, and challenge always starts with a little pain at the start, right? And the feminine grows by praise, and that's love. She grows because she feels that fucking chair, man. I'm just falling over here. It's sticking into the ground. Oh, fucking hell. Okay, let me find a different spot. Okay, I think we're good. Sorry, boys. The feminine grows by praise, the masculine grows by challenge, right? This can very well be seen with the effects of body shaming. Effects that body shaming has on different people. For more masculine people, body shaming is often the thing, most often the thing that almost forces them to improve themselves. For me, I got bullied a lot because I was extremely skinny as a teenager. Well, that got me into the shape that I'm in now. And not just that, but I healed along that path. So many men, they say, well, the gym is healing for me, right? I never went to the gym, I do calisthenics, but thing is, same thing is true here. Getting into shape, working out, eating right, that's like therapy for more masculine people, because they see progress, they see, oh, I can do this, I like myself more because I'm actually doing this, right? And then Of course, there's a few outliers who then have body dysmorphia, even though they jacked as fuck, but that's a different thing, right? That has to do with different things. Thing is, for the feminine, if she does the same, what usually happens is she falls into some kind of eating disorder. Because she doesn't do this out of self-love or of love from others. She does it out of self-hatred and out of hatred from others, right? And that doesn't help her, because she grows by praise, she grows by love. The thing is, this is literally the reason why so many young girls nowadays fall into some kind of eating disorder. Because they start calorie counting or working out or whatever because they don't like themselves. And then what happens is nobody else likes them as well, right? And then people positively reinforce every slight bit, every few weeks or something, they reinforce this a bit. Oh, you've lost some weight. Oh, good. Then they continue losing weight. The thing is, she's not as disciplined as you are, and that's okay. And that's good. She has other complementary gifts to give to you and to the world. But you need to realize that she doesn't operate with discipline. She operates out of already feeling good about herself, already feeling loved by you and by everyone around her and by herself. That's where she can start. And that's where she can make healthy progress. So if you want her to grow alongside you, if you want her to become more healthy, more happy, more satisfied, more fulfilled, whatever it might be, do it by showing her that you love her no matter what. And I say love here. Maybe you're not as attracted to her because she gained some weight or whatever. Don't even tell her that. It won't help her. You can't force her to change. You can't bully her like you can bully a teenage boy like me to change. That won't work. That will only make things worse. Show her that you love her no matter what. Show her your unwavering love in this very moment. And that will help her change because she wants to change. Nobody wants to be overweight or underweight or unhappy or unsatisfied or unfulfilled. Nobody wants to feel like that. But what the world hasn't realized so far, and the world nowadays is more masculine than ever before, right? Everything you see in society is masculinized. And this, by the way, these are not my words. This is again David Deida, and he's very right here, because people say, but men are feminized and this, and we're demasculinized, or whatever these words people use. But at the end of the day, if you look at the structure of Western society especially, it is a very masculine structure. It is very directional, not flowing, not free flowing. It's very directional, right? And society nowadays doesn't really understand that discipline for more feminine people often just doesn't work, because they don't want to be disciplined. And that's okay, and that's good. Like I said, they have other complementary gifts to give. So give her your unwavering love, and that will help her improve alongside you. Now, point number 5 is the most important point in this whole video. I always keep the most important point till the end of these videos, because I only want the true action takers, the guys who actually take this serious. I only want them to get these most important lessons. Point number 5 is, she's not actually trying to hold you back. Not consciously, not subconsciously, not with her feminine intuition. She's not trying to hold you back. She's just trying to get you out of your comfort zone, so you can actually make the changes that you authentically want to make, but you're sometimes just too scared to make by yourself. The thing is, this is a very normal thing with humans, right? We only take action when we either feel good already, when we've already built momentum, or when we feel bad, when we feel pain. When there's no mold on the walls, or when there's a lot of mold on the walls. But when there's like a little mold in the bathroom, we're like, yeah, you know what, it doesn't really matter. Like, that's the comfort zone. That's the okay zone. Good enough. You won't change in this zone. No one does. And so most likely you are in that zone. If she challenges you a lot, if she, challenges you a lot, then you're most likely in that zone. Because she wants to get you into that bad zone, into that pain zone, where you then can then actually take a lot of action. People only change when things get really worse, really bad, or when they're good already. That's where people make progress, right? People don't make progress in the comfort zone. Very simple. She gives you challenges that then cause you pain, that then get you to take massive action towards your actual goals. And this is the same thing with the world, or as religious people would say, with God, right? God gives you challenges, the world gives you challenges so you can grow. And religious people say, well, God will only ever give me challenges that I can handle. The same thing is true with her, and the same thing is true with the world in general as well. You will only get challenges that you can actually handle. And maybe, of course, now you might say, but maybe, what about handling her intensity, right? What about if I can't handle her intensity? One of the previous points we mentioned. Well, then your challenge is not to handle her intensity, but to break up with her. That's a challenge. That will help you grow, right? And I'm not saying that is the case. It just might be. At the end of the day, a good woman is the same way as religious people say God. She will only give you challenges that she knows you can handle. And she gives you those challenges not out of hurt or out of pain or out of hatred for you. She gives you those challenges out of love, because she knows who you can become. And she can feel that you are maybe just not courageous enough right now to do it yourself. But she wants you to become that man that you want to become. She wants to help you get to that point. And quite frankly, she wants that not just for you, but also for herself. 100%, of course she does. Every human is selfish. She wants that because then she can fully trust you. She can see, oh, this is a man that I actually want to have children with. This is a man that I actually want to be with in the long term. And not just that, but she also gives you this gift of preparing you for the challenges of the world. I wouldn't be able to work as hard and go through the things that I'm doing right now with my business if I hadn't learned this first, honestly, from my girl, from pushing through her challenges. Not pushing through them, but pervading them with love. Same thing I can now do in my business, and I'm making more progress in that than ever before. The thing is, a surefire way of knowing whether she does this for you or not is simply to look at, well, does she stay with you? Because if she does stay with you and she still challenges you, that is a surefire way of saying, hey, or of seeing, hey, she does do this for me. She wants me to grow. She believes in me. She believes that I can figure it out. Don't disappoint her. Now, if you've watched this video this far, I know that you are more ambitious than most men. And I also know that you're sitting there right now feeling all accomplished because you learned some valuable stuff. I just want to remind you, you haven't done anything yet. You haven't changed anything yet. And I also know that you've heard me talk about our free community. And you know that it will help you, but you haven't taken action. You haven't joined it. The thing is, you not joining that comes from the exact same part of you that holds you back from actually taking action in your relationship. You're not taking action with both of them. Now, if you want support on this path of taking action in your relationship, and you want to become that man who can have the courage to actually take the right actions and who knows what to do, who has that direction in life, then join our high-level lovers community. It's completely free. At this point, there's over 200 hardworking men in there who all support each other, who are all on the same path of building a deeper, more secure, more passionate relationship with their woman right now. So yeah, if you're interested in that, if you want support on this path, then join that right now. It's free. It takes 1 minute to sign up. The link is in the description. And bring a friend along, because you'll make literally 5 times the progress if you have a friend you do this with. I'll see you in there. Talk to you soon.